Hello there, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. In today's video, we have acquired the Ruinous Effigy, or Ruinous Effigy, I guess that's how it's pronounced. And as from what I've heard, you need to use this weapon to go ahead and kill the 50 eyes that are lying around Io and Titan and everywhere. So in this video, I'm going to go ahead and destroying them and then showing you guys where they are so you can quickly do this yourself. Let's get into it. So as we spawn into Io, specifically the Rupture, if you take a right and look up, you will see the first eye immediately. Oh, that's a cool sight. I've never actually used this weapon, but it's an interesting sight. Ta-da! And there we go, that's one. Now we just get to scavenge the rest of the places and do that 49 more times. Next up, you're going to go to the direct opposite end of the Rupture, and there'll be one hiding up in the corner way up there. Next up, if you go to the Affix Conduit Lost sector, as soon as you defeat the boss, you get to the end, get the chest, and turn around and look up, it'll be hiding right there. Alright, next up, we are in the Sanctum of Bones Lost sector. If you go up on this large little, I don't know what you call it, the rock in the middle here, you will see one off to the distance by those bones there. So we are over here in the Lost Oasis now. And if you come up to this cavern, you've probably already seen it. Behind this root, we got one sitting right here in this corner. Boop! Ta-da! So you guys have to travel to this cliffside over here. Oh, I guess it's not. Oh yeah, towards this cliffside here. Right next to the pyramid. And you will again see another eye. Next up, if you head over to Giant Scar and you look up at the legs, there'll be one very well hidden right in the crevice over there. Alright, so we are entering Terra Base Charon, however you pronounce that last part. As soon as you walk in, down below there, you'll see an eye. Boop! Now from Terra Base, if you go straight into the Wraith Mines here, enter the mine, and then take a direct right, you'll see one in the corner right there. The next one here is going to be at Excavation Site 2. As soon as you enter this room here, turn around, and it's right up there. Next up, we're going to go ahead and head to Titan, and we'll start on Siren's Watch. So the first one on Siren's Watch is going to be right by Sloan. You're going to go down here, and they'll be sticking up in this corner right there. So the second one is directly on the opposite end of Siren's Watch. It'll be right up there, hiding in plain sight. Alright, so over in the Lost Sector Methane Flush, once you clear out all the enemies in here, look up and they'll be right through the cracks. There'll be another one on Sinking Docks. As soon as you enter this room here, turn around and look up, and they'll be floating in the corner right there. Next up, in the rig, if you go to the area where you have the public event, look up in the corner, and it'll be hanging right there. Now while on the rig, if you're going towards the Cargo Bay 3 entrance, there will be one in the corner. Okay, very quickly, in said Cargo Bay 3 area, if you go towards this back corner or this wall and look up, there'll be one hanging right there. This one's pretty easy to spot. If you go to the DS Quarters to the Lost Sector, just make your way about halfway, I'd say, and it'll be right here in the open. Alright, for this next one, you're going to head to the Solarium and then take a right. You're going to go over to that hallway down there. Once you reach the area known as the Festering Halls, you can go ahead and jump down here and then take a look up. And there it is. Next up, if you head to the Arboretum, I guess, just follow the area where you would go for the Savathun Song Strike. You guys probably already saw it, but it's right up there in that corner. Alright, so heading over to Mars at the Malen'kiy subterranean boss sector. Once you defeat the boss up here, it'll be up there in that little hole. So on Mars, when you spawn into the glacial drift, the first one, as you see, will be right below the entrance to Clovis Bray. After that, if you go to the other end of this bridge and enter this room, you'll come across the second one up here in the corner. So this next one is in Olympus Descent. You have to go pretty much all the way back to where you first spawned in on Mars in the Warmind campaign. If you come here and look up, it'll be right on that ledge up there. Alright, so these next two are going to be in Braytech Futurescape. If you spawn in and take a hard left, it'll be up in this corner. The second one is going to be right next to Anna Bray. If you go to where she is and then look up, it'll be right there. Now, you have to go to the edge here in order to actually use it for some odd reason. This next one is going to be in the Core Terminus Lost Sector. Once you get to this room, you'll see it right up in this corner behind the pillar. This next one is going to be right at the entrance to Aurora Reach. If you take a left, then look off this balcony, you'll see it floating right here. This next one is up further in Rasputin's Mind Lab. If you go up here, take a left. Yep, there it is, right there. Should be right up here in this corner. Alright, and then the last one on Mars is going to be in the Alton Dynamo, right outside of the core. It's going to be on the left side of the room, right up there, behind those panels. Alright, and the last planet we have to explore, of course, is Mercury. I know this doesn't have anything to do with the video, but the pyramid on Mercury just looks cooler. I don't know what it is about it, but that scene just looks cooler than the other pyramids. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so this first one's going to be in the lighthouse. If you go up the vents and then take a left, should be up here in this back corner. Hey, what do you know? That's nice. This next one's going to be right outside the lighthouse to the right. It's going to be hiding in plain sight. Well, not really hiding, but up in that tree. This next one's going to be right in front of the entrance to the Infinite Garden. It's being held up by one of these statues. This next one is going to be on the opposite side of the lighthouse. It's right by this little sphere portal relic thing, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so these next few are going to be in Faria's Refuge Lost Sector. The first one's going to be at the very entrance up in this corner right there. The second one you're going to find in the very next room. It's going to be to the left behind this pillar. And these next two are going to be this last room on opposite corners. The first one's going to be up here. The second one will be right there. Okay, so these next two orbs you have to be pretty quick on because they're only available to get during the public event. This first one is going to be up in this corner right here. And I'm going to show you guys real quick. That's this island right here. Okay, this next one is going to be a little difficult to reach, but it's right up there. There you guys go. And those are all of the ones that are on Mercury. Okay, so there are only 10 more left. 5 of them are going to be on the Whisper mission on Io, and they should be pretty easy to spot out. Okay, so this first one's really easy to spot. It's just run in front of you as soon as you enter the mission. This next one is going to be the next section of the mission. As soon as you enter this room, turn left, and you'll see it right next to you. These next two are going to be pretty near each other. Shut up. You're dead. As you can see, the first one is right over there. As for the second one, it's right through the shortcut underneath the stairs. You're right in this corner. This last one is right outside of the shortcut. If you can, go ahead and jump over to this platform or find a way over here, and you will see it way over there. So this first one you can access in the second hallway at the start of the dungeon. Go up to these holes here, then look up the first one. The second one is over in the wasteland. You want to find the pyramidian looking structure towards one of the corners, and it'll be in the back right here. Okay, once you get to this boss room on the cube part, you want to look up and it's going to be in one of these rafters up there. Once you guys get to the end of the raceway, you're going to go down to the secret tunnel at the last pyramid. It's going to be right there at the bottom. Okay, now the last one is going to be in the boss encounter. Now you have to be a little careful because you don't know which encounter it's going to show up in. It's going to be a little randomized, but either way it should pop up on one of the alternate platforms that you currently are not on. So for me, for example, the eye didn't show up until the second iteration. But I've heard where other people won't show up until the fourth. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where all of the locations of Savathun's eyes are residing in, or have resided, after I have destroyed them. Well guys, I thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Well, that's interesting. Hey, can you not? I just want to pick this up. See what this does. Alright, so this is a block. No, it wasn't. Never mind.